Hi guys, Master Indigo here and welcome back to yet another video. Today I'm gonna be talking about some games that are mostly from E3 of this year that showed some new gameplay or something like that I'm excited for. All of these games have some sort of co-op game modes, whether the full game or something else. So these are some candidates, I would say, that might be something I might make videos in the future on this channel every now and then, because as you very well know, currently I'm making mostly Payday 2 videos, but I do play other games as well, and every now and then I've been doing videos of different video games, and even though they don't get the same views, I don't really care. I want to make videos of games I play. So yeah, so let's start this video with two games on this list. Two out of them are currently in early access, which means you can already play those two of these. Rest of these are something that are not in early access currently, so we have to wait. That's why I kind of chose these on places 10 and 9, because they are already out there, kind of. And even if they would rank higher on my anticipation than the others, because they are kinda out, that's why they are number 10 and 9. So first off, number 10 we have Earthfall. If you have ever played Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, you would basically know that Earthfall is really similar to Left 4 Dead. Instead of zombies, you are shooting aliens. There are special weapons, you pick up weapons same way. There's some 3D printers you can use to take some weapons, build fortifications, there's sentry guns, but the level layout and the gameplay is extremely similar to Left 4 Dead. It's 4-player co, first person, there's a sprinting and aiming down sights, so that's something that Left 4 Dead doesn't have. Currently it's in early access and it's coming out next month on full release on PC as well as consoles. Number 9 on my list is Deep Rock Galactic, which is also a 4-player co-op game that has been out for about 2 months in early access right now. I got free keys from the developer whenever the early access came out. Thanks a lot for that. I was able to play with some friends, and even on the early access launch, the game was absolutely fantastic fun. It lacks an end goal, so to say, so if you want to keep unlocking stuff, there may not be enough for you to do, but we had a blast for about 20 hours, and currently the game was updated with update 14 that added tons of new content, and I will check that out as soon as possible. And now moving on to the games that haven't been in early access or anything like that, so these are some of my favorites from E3 of this year. So let's start with number 8, The Strange Brigade. The Strange Brigade is, well, once again a 4-player co-op game, but this time it's in third person, so it's a little bit different. It's from the developers of Sniper Elite series as well as the Sniper Elite zombie games, and I enjoyed the zombie games quite a lot with my friends, but they didn't really have too much replay value, and it looks like Strange Brigade is gonna be a little different. It's set in about World War II ages, a little bit before that, and it's in Egypt if I understood correctly. And as you can see, it has a little different feel to the Zombie Army trilogy and games like that. It's a little bit more colorful, maybe a little bit cartoony, and the gameplay is not as serious, one could say. So hoping this has a little bit more replay value than those Sniper Elite zombie games, and I'm looking forward to this a little bit, but that's why it's kind of low on the list. Next up we have Anthem. The Anthem might be quite high on many people's list, but I'm not super interested yet. It looks interesting, but that's kind of it. I don't really know how to explain it. It's really good looking graphically, but the gameplay that they have shown hasn't impressed me too much yet. And it's gonna be a full price game, so obviously I'm gonna be a little bit cautious about spending my 60 bucks on a game I'm not super interested in yet. So hopefully they release some new gameplay and can sell me on how this game is gonna be. And the same goes for the next item on our list, Division 2. I got Division 1 pretty much on launch with the graphics card for free, but I never ended up playing too much of it. So Division 2 looks super great, but I never had anyone to play it with, and I think Division 2 might be a game that it's way better with friends, and soloing this is a little bit boring, so hopefully someone will play this with me whenever this comes out. Next up on our list is Ashen. Ashen might remind you of some games like Dark Souls from the combat style. The graphic style is a little bit simpler, but I do like that. But unlike Dark Souls, there's no PvP, so the elements of co-op are strictly PvE, so you will able to deal damage to enemies but not to your friends. So it's a little bit different, focusing around player versus environment, and you will have to play with your friends or random people or just alone. And the way they describe the whole online play is that you will not invite your friends to lobbies, you'll just play the game normally, and you may pass another player and those players can join your game, or you can just go your separate ways. And that sounds extremely cool in my opinion. Next up we have something that has been quite hyped by some and a little bit less by some, and it's obviously Fallout 76, and it's the first time Fallout is going online, and it's gonna be quite a bit different from any Fallout game we had before, and that this is Bethesda's time to show if they can make an online game in the Fallout universe. I'm a little bit skeptical at this point if it's gonna be too much like Rust, where you are constantly grinding resources to keep your base alive and trying to defend it from others, because the Fallout 76 representation, I think they said quite clearly you can nuke others' bases, and if your whole base gets destroyed, it's gonna be like just like in Rust, where you lose all interest for a while and come back later. So hopefully Bethesda can make things interesting for this game, and hopefully we can play this with my friends and have a grand time. Then we have some games I have already talked about on this channel. So number 3 is World War Z. I wasn't really interested whenever the launch or reveal trailer for this came out, because the World War Z movie is like, what 5 years old? I don't remember, but it's ages, and this is based on the movie as well as the book, which is by the same name if I remember correctly. But on E3 they showed us some gameplay, and I think this looks really cool. I think it looks kind of like The Division with zombies. The gameplay is third person, action packed, there's tons of action going on the screen, hundreds of zombies sometimes, and I think this might be a better game than Overkill's The Walking Dead by a mile. But even then, I am waiting for Overkill's The Walking Dead more, and that gets the number 2 spot from me. Because of Overkill's The Walking Dead is from Overkill obviously, and my big thing has been Payday 2 and Payday the Heist in previously. Overkill's The Walking Dead is something I'm looking forward to more. It doesn't look as good, I would say, but it is something I can spend hundreds and hundreds of hours in. I feel like that's gonna be the case, and hopefully Overkill can iron out all the bad stuff that it still has. The animation needs some work and so on, the HUD elements need work, but that's still 5 months away, so hopefully Overkill can do everything they can to fix all the problems Overkill's The Walking Dead currently has in 5 months whenever the game comes out on PC and consoles. I hope it's gonna be fantastic, and I will make videos out of it if I enjoy it. And if I have counted correctly, we are our number 1 on our list, and it is something many of you might be interested in, and it's called GTFO. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. It's from 10 Chambers Collective. It's currently a 9-person team. 9-person team has made a game that looks this good. And the name 10 Chambers is Ulf Andersson's idea, I guess, to say that the team can only have maximum of about 10 members. I think they said in some interviews it doesn't matter if it's 10 or 11, but still they want to keep it small, and even with a small team like that, they have come with this amazing looking co-op game. It's running Unity engine, so look, Unity game engine can turn into something amazing if you know how to use it. There's not too much information about GTFO. They had some interviews at E3 where they talk about how the gameplay is gonna be, and it's gonna be mostly about stealthing your way into complex. And when things go loud, they go loud, and you will not restart your missions. You will just have to play the loud part for a while, and after that loud part is over, it will go back into snaking. And it sounds kind of interesting. In Payday 2, you always had kind of this feeling of failure if you were stealthing and you wanted to restart and not continue the mission because you had different builds and so on. So hopefully GTFO can balance out the stealth and loud mechanics of the game, so you will not end up restarting the missions all over again. So there's no currently set date on whenever GTFO is coming out. They're a small team, so I assume it's when it's ready. But it's currently looking really cool. And I will surely make more videos about GTFO, Overkill's The Walking Dead, and some other games on this list whenever there's more information and gameplay coming out. So what games are you most excited about from E3? This list was basically about co-op games mostly, and not just about all games. I might make a different video about single player games and multiplayer games that are gonna be a little bit more different than this list. But anyways, as I was saying, what are some games that you are most excited about, both single player, multiplayer, as well as co-op games? Do you think GTFO will be a good game, Overkill's The Walking Dead, and so on? Anyways, that's all for this video, everything I had to say. I hope all of you guys are having a good day. I'll see you next time. Master Indigo, signing out.